Good morning. I'm Mara Jano, Dean of the School of International and Public Affairs at Columbia University, CEPA. CEPA is very pleased to be collaborating with the Federal Reserve Bank of New York for our second State of the Field conference on cyber risk to financial stability. This conference is an outgrowth of an initiative we launched at CEPA in 2016 to bring together experts from the financial sector, the public sector, academics, and practitioners to consider really cutting edge and important challenges related to financial stability and cyber risk, and hopefully to develop some concrete ideas, recommendations, insights that are informed by economics, cyber, and other expertise. This is part of a broader initiative on technology and policy at CEPA that is considering really a full range of challenges related to cybersecurity. Before introducing our lead speaker, let me hand this to Jason Healy to say a few words, and then I will have the great pleasure of introducing Arthur Lindo.
Great, thank you so much, Dean. Thanks to everybody for joining. And on behalf of my colleague Trish Mosser at Columbia University CEPA, our partner Anna Kovner at the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, really wanted to welcome you for this next event. Our thanks also to David Coughlin and Jen Gennaro for the hard work behind the scenes. The first event in this series was in April 2019. Remember that, 2019? It was a long time ago, and we've done so much since then. And so much has been done in cyber risk to financial stability. And that's what we're trying to get across with these. We call them a state of the field for cyber risk to financial stability. And by that phrase, state of the field, we mean we want to try and come together and learn what everybody has been learning, what research has been done, what are we doing, what have been the important projects that have actually been advancing the field and making us more secure, as well as what's next, what's going to be happening next, both in how the threat might be changing or the new projects and research that we have planned. So as you just heard, we're going to start today with Art Lindo, Deputy Director of Regulation and Supervision for the Federal Reserve Board, in discussion with Dean Jana. That is going to be under the Chatham House rule, which means absolutely use the information you hear. You can say, I was on this fabulous CEPA conference the other day and I heard some really fabulous things, but you can't attribute it to the official or the organization. The other events will be public and on the record so that you can use those and say whom you heard from. Later today, the first panel is what we'll be learning. That'll be moderated by Anna Kovner to cover the research. Tomorrow, we have an equally fabulous day with an introduction from Jason Woody, the global CISO of JP Morgan, and two panels. And that's what are we doing to cover the project and what's next. I'll be moderating that one. And we really want to look at, are the next 5 years going to be radically different when we're thinking about cyber risk to financial stability? In the kinds of threats that we're facing, and will the post-pandemic world be very different? Which would mean that we need different projects to get us to fix that, right? If they're going to look largely like the last 5 years have been, then we don't need any significant change to how we're thinking about cyber risk to financial stability. So thank you so much for joining. Thanks again to our partners and those that have made this just a fabulous 2 days. Dean?
Thank you very much, Jay. And thank you again to the New York Federal Reserve Bank. It's a great partner and collaborator, and a place I'm proud to say that we send many of our students who specialize in international finance, as well as increasingly broader topics. As you heard, we're about to jump in this afternoon, later this morning. What have we been learning about financial stability? What is being done? And where do we go from here?